the Wet n Wild Classic Photo Focus Foundation versus the newer Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. I wanted to try this out because I have combination skin, because I have dry patches and oily skin, so I kind of get a general idea for everyone. Probably do 3 or 4 check-ins. I do remember it smelling like paint though. And it is also a different shade. Hi guys, welcome to Emmarie Lane, where my goal is to save you money and time by battling similar beauty products and methods to see which one's best for you. Oh, and remind you that you are an app. Okay, so today I'm super excited because we're going to be battling the Wet n Wild Classic Photo Focus Foundation versus the newer Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. Woohoo! I wanted to try this out because I have combination skin. Sometimes more matte foundations work better for me and sometimes more dewy foundations work for me, and so I wanted to see for combination skin, I mean basically for anyone because I have dry patches and oily skin, so I kind of get a general idea for everyone, but especially for combination skin, which one works better. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I just applied the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. I love this stuff. It kind of helps balance out my skin a little bit because the hyaluronic acid, and then it's sticky, so it can help foundations last longer as long as they're good. Hopefully I got the right shade. This is in soft ivory for both of them. We'll do the original photo focus on the right and the dewy one on the left. So I tried the original photo focus back when it launched like 3 years ago, and my skin was very different, so I really don't have an opinion about it. I do remember it smelling like paint though. Okay, I'm gonna take my blending sponge, my Amazon blending sponge. Oh, this is pretty good. Yeah, I did good. I did good. Okay, that's so funny because this is for light, warm complexion. Maybe I have more warm complexion than I thought. No, my skin's super pink. It still blows my mind that you can buy a foundation for less than $5. I got both of these for $4.95 or something like that. I mean, it looks good. I remember not loving it as much, but like I said, my skin was different 3 years ago. It's changed a lot. Okay, one side done. So I've heard that they kind of fixed the paint smell with the dewy one. Yeah, it doesn't smell as bad. It still doesn't smell the best though. Got some acne on my chin. Let's see how good this is at covering it up. Okay, use the opposite side of the blender. Oh, that's not bad. I don't know if you saw the acne on my chin before, but that's like gone. I did a good job. Oh, I can definitely see that it is dewy though. And it is also a different shade. Maybe it won't be as much when I blend it out more. Well, now that's blending out, it looks a little better. Of course, I'm getting it in my eyebrow. It's only like slightly a different shade. I don't know if anyone else would notice. Okay, that looks good. They're basically the same shade now that everything's blended out. So I can definitely see like a dewy glow on this side of my face. Let me zoom in a little bit. Ooh, I need some concealer and some blush and stuff, but there's like there's some sheen on this side where it's like matte on this side. This definitely has more life to it. Let me put some concealer and blush on and stuff so I don't look like a ghost. I'll be right back. Okay, that is so much better. Whew. Okay, couple thoughts so far. As I was applying the rest of my makeup, I noticed that the matte side was settling into my forehead lines just a little bit, which can happen with matte foundation, but it's just PSA. I'm not super surprised that that's happening, and a lot of times I will put some setting powder all over my forehead to hopefully help prevent that, like right after I like re-blend it out to kind of get it out of those lines. I'm not going to do that today just to see how far it goes, if anyone else has those issues. The dewy side looks both sides look really good. This side just looks more glowy. As of right now, I think I like the glowy side a little bit more. Okay, it's 11:30 right now. 30, I don't know if you can see that, but it says 11:30. I'm gonna go about my day, probably do 3 or 4 check-ins depending on how things go, and we'll see if things go downhill, how quickly that's gonna happen. Hopefully everything will just look great the whole day and then we'll all be fine. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours since I put on the foundation. Came outside so you can see it in some natural sunlight. It's really bright outside today. I don't know if this is the best idea, but everything looks about the same. Oh, there we go. Look, the clouds are helping me out. I got all shady all of a sudden. Okay, everything is great. I'm like super happy. Hopefully, get you in a little bit closer, you can see. Like everything looks the same. So hopefully this is a good sign. And this is just how it'll be for the rest of the day. Nothing's really settled into lines anymore. Like I said, the matte side kind of did from the beginning, and I tried to do my best to kind of help it out, and it really isn't that bad, like at all. Hopefully this is just how it's gonna be for the rest of the day. Guys, I've been trying to set a timer. Oh, there's a loud bird. I've been trying to set a timer to remember to film check-ins throughout the day, and I forgot to set one. So it's like 7 o'clock. I wanted to show you what things look like. I'm a tiny bit more shiny than I would love on the dewy side. Oh, the sun just got really bright. On this side, things actually look better than I thought they would. The 7.5 hours, so not bad at all. I'm happy. Let me see this side. Nothing's really breaking up though, even though I'm a little bit more shiny. Everything looks really good. This will be probably my last shot outside because the sun is setting, but like not bad. All right, it is 9:30 at night and things are starting to fall apart a little bit. I don't know if you can see all of this right here, and this right here is just kind of a mess. Things are starting to poke through a little bit, like that acne. Everything else seems semi-okay. I'm definitely more shiny on this side than I was throughout the rest of the day. I kind of want to see if I can like beauty blender blend it out and see if that makes a huge difference. I normally don't do that, but looks like things are gonna go downhill quickly at this point, so I might as well try. Okay, so that definitely helped a little bit, not a ton, but like if you were in a situation where like a little bit is better than nothing, I'll take it. I'll see if things get any worse. I'll probably just do the last check-in at 11:30 and call it good. So it's actually like midnight, so I'm a little bit late. Before I get into what my face looks like, I forgot to mention this earlier. If you love this primer like I do, and you were crushed when you found out it was limited edition and they took it off the shelves, I have great news. It's back, and it doesn't say anything about being limited edition, but it didn't say anything like that before. So hopefully they're not just bringing it back for a minute. Hopefully it's here to stay for a while. I just want to throw that out there just in case. Okay, my face. Honestly, things don't look that much worse than they did at 9:30 when after I blended it out, which is good. They are a little bit worse. Around my mouth, you can really start to see, like, you can see what happens right there next to my mouth. And my forehead, it's kind of like separated on both sides. I honestly can't tell the difference in formulas anymore. The matte side did end up sticking to my dry patches just a little bit, but not as awful as a lot of matte foundations do. So my conclusion is this foundation lasts about 10 hours before it starts to go downhill without powder, with a decent primer. I think this is a good affordable option if you're willing to tweak the rest of your makeup routine to kind of go around it being a little bit finicky. But honestly, 10 hours is not bad. Like, I am not disappointed at all, and I'm definitely satisfied with the Dewy foundation. I think it did a great job not separating too much. I mean, it separated just as much as the matte did by the end of the day, and it didn't stick to any dry patches. I think this is a really good option for someone who has combination skin, as long as you use the right stuff before and after to kind of help balance things out a little bit and make sure you're using a really good moisturizer too. If you want to see the e.l.f. Camo Concealer versus the e.l.f. Dewy Camo Concealer, you can click right here. I love you guys so much, and don't ever forget that you are enough. Bye!